Hello, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all doing well. Today, what we're gonna be doing is doing something a little out there. I mean, there's no real way else to say it, because today we are building I don't really have a name for it, but the best way I can describe it is a medieval school. I mean, maybe it's a research area, maybe it's a history building, I don't know. But to do so, I'm not gonna be building in a new area. No. Let me get into the video game and show you what we're working with here. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Vaneth Tower. This is probably, I'd say we're pushing on 4 years old on this build, maybe 3. This build has been with me for a while. But for right now, I'm not going to bother about that because we are deleting this build, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't something that I do lightly. Like I said, for the Dragonlands, this isn't something I like to do, but I think that this build no longer fits within the design philosophy of my world. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get this thing done. And we're just going to press enter. And there you go. That is that done. That's that. It is completed. It's gone. And I won't be undoing this. Let's go ahead. Let's start laying our first blocks. And speaking about that beautifully bright white concrete, let's go ahead and get that placed. So I'm thinking, let's move it probably right here. And this is going to be our center line. So I'll go ahead and I'll come up here. I'll do an up command just so we have it up here as well. It just helps get stuff in line. And this is going to be our center line. So wing 1, wing 2, wing 3. A little bit better of a wing because it's longer, right? Great Hall, library, archive, library, forbidden library, whatever. So I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about putting something in the middle too. So I'm going to have these 2 spikes, right? On this side and this side, which are going to really stand out. And really what is going to send this this build home. It's going to be the telltale sign and stuff like that. If I have 2 of them, why don't we have 3? So now what's going to happen is we have made a selection for the entire area, and now what's going to happen is very simple. We are now going to level up the entire build to the level that it's supposed to be at, right? So the command is very easy. I'll go ahead and move my camera so you can see it. Replace above, which is what this command does, red concrete with red concrete, right? And what that does is removes every block above the red concrete and replaces it with the selected block. In this case, it's red concrete. Boom. And then replace light blue concrete with, it's probably going to be blue stained glass if I have a hazard to guess. So it'll start off like this. We'll use commands, obviously. So we'll go to the footer, then a staircase, then a dark oak planks. And then what we should have done is do 2 of them. And then we're just going to keep following this pattern, right? We actually don't need to keep following it the way we're doing it, though, because we can just copy. Okay, so big, grandiose roof. So now we just turned a roof that was looking way too uniform into a mainstay of the look of this build. I'm really liking this overhang now. I didn't give it a fair enough chance before, but now I love it. It's great. So this is what I did on the other, the one that I didn't end up building, the other school or research area. And I think that this looks good. It's just like, the thing that bothers me about this is that I feel like it's going to look a little one-dimensional, you know? I think it looks fine, though, for right now. You can already see what it adds in just this little moment, to where this depth, in comparison to not having it, kind of looks like a person without eyebrows, right? It just doesn't look right. So I guess this is my only problem. And the only way I'd fix that would be removing this block and putting the windows in the center here. I don't know if I want to do that, though. There you go. Problem solved. It's centered in both scenarios. We had to do a little bit of fucking around to make that work, but it's done. I am liking the way this is starting to shape up, though. Like, it's starting to look pretty nice. And once I add, like, the fountain and some walkways and stuff like that, I think it is going to look pretty nice. This is looking very interesting. Once again, I mean, I can't believe I'm repeating myself so many times, but this is shaping up to be one of my more unique builds. And it's just going to get a little crazier. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. Having a bad hair day today. No, I shaved my head just because, like, it's getting way too hot where I live right now, and I'm someone who actually likes to have it, like, kept kind of close to this. It's a little shorter than what I was going for, but I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so last we left off, I was building off camera for a little bit. We just did this little thing here to help with my vision for this build. Now, I'm going to completely ignore the problem with this and the ideas that I was having for it. I'm just going to completely ignore it because we need to get this done. So I think what we're going to be doing for like the last section of the video is going to be all the interior work is going to be done today, right now, because this is about 4 days before it's going to be posted. It's actually 5 days before it's going to be posted. We're going to do all the interior work. We're going to finish it up. We're going to make this place look awesome. After that, I will work on this periodically while I'm editing the video, and we'll see where we get to. You'll see it in the last, like, cinematic thing that I like to do at the end of the videos. What I want is I want a row of tables where everybody else sits, right? And this could be multi-purpose, right? It could be where discussion is had, where meals are had, where whatever, right? I want this to be like a more of a, like these guys, it's kind of like a hierarchical, it's a hierarchy of a station, right? So now what I'm going to do is, I don't think I'm going to make it red. I think I'm going to make it gray. But like here, what I want is I want when like people are making arguments or whatever, for like example, I want them to be kind of able to come up here, right? And like face the boys. There you go. So now this kind of looks like classroom-esque. At the same time, though, it looks like a great hall, right? And as soon as we start putting books down and like start decorating stuff, like it's gonna help. But we've returned to the medieval university, which is a better way to say it, really. And we are just adding a little bit of decoration for the wings, and then we're about to decorate these classrooms and call this build done. I'm hoping to get it done today because as a time of recording, we are posting in 2 days. I think we're posting on the 14th. No, we're posting on 15th, so I have 3 days. And I haven't really started editing yet. So basically what I'm doing today is I'm just trying to get a little bit of detail on the wings to give them a little bit of oomph. You know, I think we're going to start doing some lighting right now before we figure out what the fuck are going on these things. I might even make this like a walking library because that makes sense to me as well. It's just a little bit worried because if I start adding bookshelves to this, it's going to offset my wings, which means I would need to add them sporadically, right? The way these basically look is like this. And then we add a little bit of visualization that some of these are empty, which is what you do. So like we just have a few bookshelves out here to kind of fill the space with something, right? Because like I don't really know what else I can put back out here. Like I'm not putting lockers, is my point, right? Like that's what you would put in the hallways. Once again, not a school for children. That's not kind of what I'm going for here. So since this is all the same, like it's literally a copy of one another from each side with minor variations, I'm going to go ahead and flip this to the east, which is the direction we're currently facing. Because I know to my left is north. And we're going to paste that with air, just in case we made a mistake somewhere. And you can see that everything lines up. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add to the empty bookshelves, right? And what I don't want to do is I don't want these to appear like they're the same books in the same areas were removed, right?
Mm-hmm.